Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. We are doing a full body flexibility practice today. I'm going to use 2 blocks, find some space to move, and let's get started. So we will begin today laying down. I am going to lay on my blocks. You can lay on something softer if you'd like, pillow or blanket. Combination of a few things. You can even lay flat on your back. But find your way down. Take your time. If you're laying on some props, make sure you feel balanced and supported by those things or things. And just allow your spine to arch a little bit, keeping your hips comfortably rested on the ground. Make sure your head is resting on something as well. Your arms can move out to the sides, nice and wide. And you might find that your legs end up in a diamond shape if you want to get into your hips while we're here. But feel free to move around and adjust. To close your eyes when you're ready to do so. And take a slow breath in. Feel your body expanding a little bit as you fill it with air. And let that breath go. Can you check in and notice? Are you feeling some extra love in any areas of your body today? Maybe taking another slow breath in and out can help you soften those areas. And maybe we can start to slow down our day. Let all your thoughts fade away. Just notice the next breath that you take. Maybe you can hear it. We're only gonna stay here for another moment. But you might start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You might even lift your hands up and take a couple wrist circles, make some fists with your hand, switching directions with those circles. You can start to move your legs so that your feet are planted on the ground. Then just release your arms to your sides. And if you're laying on something, we'll take it out. So sit up, move it off to the side, and then lay down again so that you are flat on your back. You can hug your knees to your chest. You might even sway side to side, just massaging your back against the ground. And once you're feeling ready to come up to seated, you can roll over. You can rock forwards, whichever you prefer. But let's find our way to seated. Now, we're going to find butterfly. But you could also sit cross-legged if you prefer. So lengthening through the spine, either bringing the soles of the feet together, the knees wide, or sitting cross-legged. We're going to move our upper body a little bit. So we're going to start with a twist. Bring some length into the spine, and you can start to turn your chest towards the right. Now move your hands. Maybe your left hand can rest on your feet or your legs. Maybe the right hand can be behind you, push into the ground to sit a little bit taller. Now your left hand might reach a little bit further across over towards your knee, and then you can stay nice and tall, or you can take a lean, a tip over towards the left knee. So maybe you feel a little bit of a pull through your arm, your shoulder as you tip, 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 and maybe your right arm will reach up and over. So kind of on an angle. Now, if you're in this side stretch twist, you're going to use an inhale to lift back up and then turn to face forwards again. Now, if you are in butterfly right now, this diamond shape, you can keep your legs here. And if you're sitting cross-legged, cross your legs the other way. And then just reset, lengthen your spine again. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you can start to twist and turn towards the left. Press your hands into the ground, a nice long spine. You might be staying here, or maybe your right hand is searching or moving a little bit closer to the left knee. Stay here or start to tip, leaning over towards the right knee a little bit. Let the left arm lift. Might be feeling heavy. You might go a little further as you reach the arm up and over. Awesome work, you guys. If you're leaning over right now, use an inhale to come back up, sitting tall in that twist, and then you can start to turn to face forwards. Should you be in butterfly right now, maybe sneak an extra fold. Get into your hips. And then you can lift back up, help your knees come back together. Give the legs a little squeeze, take a rock or a sway side to side. We're going to be moving to tabletop from here, so you can start to come onto your hands and onto your knees. Maybe giving your hips a gentle sway side to side. Now, since I have blocks to use today, I'm going to use them for a puppy dog stretch. But if you don't have blocks to use, just have your hands on the ground. We're going to reach our arms forwards and in front of us. So resting the hands either on the ground or on your blocks. Nice and long through your arms, hips staying high, and then we'll melt the chest down. If you have your hands resting on your blocks, you might find that your head is a little further on the ground than you're used to. But if you can let your head fall between your arms, maybe your forehead can still touch the ground, even though your chest is lifted. So stay for another breath or so and use an inhale to lift you up. Bring your hands under your shoulders, maybe take a sway of them, a wiggle. And then we are going to sit down and our legs are going to come in front again. Our right leg will come long and our left foot will find the inner thigh. So you can point your toes up, take an inhale to sit tall too. And as you exhale, folding forwards, feeling your hamstring, your calf, letting your shoulders fall away from your ear. Close your eyes and just let your leg get longer. So if you're taking a forward fold here, stay for another breath. Then use an inhale to lift. You can send your left leg long. If you need to shake things out a little before switching sides, you can do that too. But your right foot will eventually find the inner thigh. You can point your toes up, take an inhale to sit tall, and as you exhale, you can fold if you are going to fold. Keep a nice soft bend through your knee. Take this time to close your eyes. Soften with each breath. If you are folding forwards, you can use an inhale to lift up again. You can help the legs come together, give them a hug or a squeeze. Moving any props on your mat off to the side. But just check in on how you are feeling, where you're feeling it. And we're going to be laying down on our backs. So slowly lower yourself. You can hug your knees to your chest or leave your feet on the ground. But if you're hugging your knees to your chest, you might give them a little squeeze together. And also try to connect your low back to the ground too, even if you're squeezing the knees together a little bit. And then we can start to open our knees a little bit wider. Let the feet open up too. Let your ankles relax though. They're just kind of hanging out. Opening up the knees. Opening up the feet. You can start to lift your feet up higher, trying to stack them above your knees and reach for them for happy baby. Still trying to keep your low back connected to the ground though. Your spine is nice and long. And should you have your feet in your hands right now, you can start to let them go again. Let the feet kind of fall. Keep the knees open, the feet open. Hold on to the outside of the knees a little bit. Gently press your low back into the ground. Let your ankles relax. And then you can help the knees come back together, maybe all the way together. Maybe the feet too. The low back still touching the ground. You might lift your head and your shoulders, wrap your arms around your legs just to squeeze everything tighter. Does your low back lift though? Can you keep it down? And if you did lift your head and your shoulders, just start to bring them down to the ground again too. We're going to let our knees tip over towards the left side for a twist. If you want to cross your legs, you might wrap your right leg around the left one. Reach your arms out wide to weight on the shoulders. Let your legs tip over to the left. Feel the twist through your back. Find your breath too. Stay for another breath or two on this side. Using an inhale to bring the legs back up. You can uncross them if you cross them. You can start to cross them the other way if you're going to be going that way. Letting your knees tip over towards the right when you're ready. And adjusting your shoulders again. And then finding your breath. And enjoying your twist. Stay once again for another breath or two. And use an inhale to lift your legs back up, uncross them if you crossed them. And you might hug your knees back to your chest. Connecting your low back to the ground as best you can while still hugging your knees. Just feel the entire length of your spine against the ground. Maybe take a sway side to side. You can start to let go of the knee, bringing your feet back down. You can slide your legs out long too and wide. Maybe just sway your hips a couple times. Adjust your shoulders a little bit. But placing your arms somewhere comfy. Maybe your hands will rest on your belly today. Just notice the ground beneath you. Notice how you feel in this moment. And as always, I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you have time for today. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your day, and until next time, namaste.